What is going on, comic fans? Welcome back to the Legion of Comics. I'm Mark, and today we're going to be talking about the digital multiverse known as the DC Universe Infinite app. We're going to be taking a look at what it offers, the different pricing tiers, the formats, and I'll also be giving you my thoughts on this option for reading digital comics. Don't go anywhere. Check this out. All right, guys. So right out the gate, I do want to let you know DC Comics reached out to me and gifted me a free annual membership for the DC Comics Universe Ultra tier. Now, full disclosure, I'm already an Ultra tier member before the offer. I've been a member at the highest subscription level since September of 2018. That is the beta testing level. So my review of this is not going to be influenced in them with the offer. Super nice of them. Thank you so much. And they also want you to know that if you do decide to download the app and give it a try, you do have the auto renewals as well as terms and conditions applying, and it's not intended for the use of children. So today, like I said in this video, I want to show you what the app is and the website-based version of it. And we'll look at the price tiers. We'll look at some of the stuff I like about it, and I'll give you my thoughts at the end. And let's get into it. So here it is, the DC Universe Infinite webpage. This is the desktop version we're starting off with today. And as you can see, it has a great little landing page. You have at the top, the comic series listed, browse collections, DC Go, which we'll be talking about here shortly, which is one of the most recent additions to the DC Universe Infinite app, as well as the shop, the community, which the community takes you to their Discord server, the shop directly to the DC shop, where I've purchased many things over the years, including the shirt I'm wearing for this video. But getting into it, you have the landing page with some hot trending books that are pretty recent right there. And then straight here, it keeps up with what you were reading, where you can kind of not lose track of it, kind of jump in the next issue as it comes out and so on. And this is where the Ultra latest releases come in. Now, Ultra is the highest tier where you actually get to read comics no longer than 1 month after their release in comic shops. And every week, this will update and give you the most recent books there. The brand new DC Go tab, which we'll get into, like I said, here shortly, and trending series. So if you're wondering what's hot out there, what people are reading, what you might want to check out, people start talking, stuff gets hot, like Absolute Batman, Superman, that brand new Two-Face, you might want to give it a shot. And this kind of keeps up with that for you, much like a streaming service would as well. Now, this is where it gets cool. You get into story arcs. Now, me personally, this is one of my favorite things about the DC Universe Infinite. If I go to Browse Collection and top storylines, it curates the actual entire storyline of events, story arcs, and ongoing series, mini maxi series. You can search practically anything. This is where I get most my bang for the buck. When I first got this app years ago, I read the entire Convergence collection. It was like 97 issues. I read it in just under 2 weeks. Now that was a great deal. That was a great value. How much that would cost to collect 100% physical copies versus getting to read it all in one sitting like that. That was exceptional. But you can see some iconic stuff in here, some new story arcs as well as old ones. So this really is a really, really fantastic method of just reading whole stories, not having to keep up with the individual numbers or not sure if you want to have room for something in the PC or the collection. This will do it for you, as well as exploring specific characters. If you want to know more about who that character is that's making a lot of waves in current comics, or even an old character you haven't seen in a while, you can go in, search them, and they'll have a get-to-know curation of books that you can check out and read based on that character. So a lot of really good stuff in that sense. And then, of course, you just hit the home page and you go back, and it just takes you right back. Again, keeps up with everything you're looking for. You can search practically anything. It's included in here. It has the DC stuff, the Vertigo stuff, Milestone stuff, Black Label stuff, practically anything you can think of. Like, the amount of content on this is mind-blowing. Of course, Superman's hot right now, so they've curated a Superman tab for spectacular Superman stories, going back to like the Black Lotus stuff there, All-Star, Superman Ending Battle, New Superman, Christopher Priest Lost. So it's a good variety of stuff. Superman for all seasons. So the story specifically that a lot of people are hearing some references to because of the new movie coming, they're listed in here as well. You'd be hard pressed to find something not in here that you're looking for. But let's check out some of the other options that you have for reading this, because it's not just a desktop site. And not everybody's going to be sitting at their computer wanting to sit and read in that format. That I'm old school. I like paper copies first and foremost. And because of that, I've never been too partial to the desktop reading. But that's not the only way that you can read it. You can download the app through Apple iOS or Android Play services. It's available on both of them. And for me personally, I tend to go with the tablet experience. And let's take a look at what that experience is like, and then we'll check out the DC Go newest addition to the app as well. Now, my ultimate favorite preferred method of format is definitely the tablet. Not only is it like easy to use just like it is on the online version, size-wise, it's not far off at all. I don't know what size this tablet is, but I've had it for years. It's old, trusty, and true, and the experience on the tablet is fantastic. Again, you just click on a comic that you're ready to read. Look at that, full colors, splash out with vibrance. That's one of the unique things about the digital experience for me, is just how vibrant these colors can get. It has a simple tap feature to turn the page. You even get some of the ads, and you can read just like so, zoom in on whatever you want, or you can even double tap on a panel and it'll give you the up close to the panel. So you just one tap and you can take it panel by panel, bubble by bubble, just double tap to get out and you're right back to where you were. This is most definitely my preferred reading way when I go digital, the tablet. But this tap feature, that makes it where if you want to use this cell phone, it actually kind of still works really well, because you get the close-up view of the panels and the word bubbles and the art with that tap view. So it's really a great format. But let's kind of dive into the next one, the unique one. Let's see what this DC Go is all about. All right, here it is inside the app, the DC Go feature, which is the vertical scrolling optimized for your cellular device experience. These items are available for free. You get some exclusive cool stuff like Harley Quinn and Paradise Nothing But Nightwing that were kind of made for this format, but there's some iconic must-reads for all fans like Supergirl, Woman of Tomorrow, and the always amazing All-Star Superman. So just clicking on read, it takes you directly into the story. And as you can see, all you have to do is slide your finger up or down, and that's the entire experience. Nothing else to do. It's formatted beautifully, switched from the vertical landscape of traditional comics to this unique experience. And you're ready for it? Look at this page splash, how they put so much effort into this, clearly getting it into this format to make the transitions as seamless as possible. This is a really unique experience for someone like me who's not a big digital person. So it was fun going back and revisiting this story that I've read countless times at this point, but seeing it in this format created a whole new experience for me. And it makes it where reading on a cellular device is a lot easier with the words increased in sizes and everything. And you kind of just get shots that you wouldn't necessarily remember seeing. It's kind of experiencing it in a whole new way. Like as he's flying closer to us, that Frank Quitely art just excels. I'm really interested to see more stories and more series that are iconic runs put into this format, and also interested to see what everyone else's take on this is. Definitely leave a comment letting me know what you think about this DC Go format. Let's get back to it. Now, I know that format is super new, and I know there are other things that have been done in that format, but I like to see that the app is doing updates and kind of keeping with the trends and trying out new stuff where it might not be for everyone. It definitely is a great opportunity to bring in new readers. And for me, again, like I mentioned, being an old head with this stuff, with how I like everything more traditional, it's something exciting and fun. It might not be my go-to, it might not change that I pick up paper copies by any means, but it's something that makes me think about the app and go back to the app. So let's kind of take a pause for the calls and take a look at the pricing options for the app. And to do this, we are going to go directly to the app itself, hit that web page up, and it's got it all listed for you. How much does it cost? And not only does it have it listed for you, it has it listed for you in all the different countries it's available in as it's expanded. Today, we're going to be looking at the United States price points. Now, first and foremost, there is a free option for the app where you get a rotating selection of books for free, including those DC Go books. So you can always go try it out, give it a shot for free. But the most basic monthly package would be the $7.99 a month, which will grant you access to books as new as 6 months after release date and a large back catalog. And you can also take that same $7.99 tier and pay for it annually and get a pretty good discount where it is only $74 Now, again, that'll get you new books as new as 6 months old, and every week new books will drop. So you probably pretty much just be on like a 6 month behind the comic shop schedule, getting new books every week, and still a vast library bigger than you can ever kind of get tired of. But if you wanted to bump it up a notch, you can do the DC Universe Infinite Ultra tier, which is $119.99 a year. And what that gives you is books as new as 1 month old. That's right. You can read brand new books that came out last month and keep up with them weekly as they release. And it also expands your back catalog with over 32,000 plus comics and graphic novels, like I mentioned before, from not just DC, but from Vertigo, Black Label, Milestone. There are a ton of titles. I can't even begin to like pick something out of the blue sometimes. I kind of have to go into the app myself with something in mind I'm looking for. But you also get unlimited offline access. So you're able to download the comics you might want to read if you're leaving the house, traveling to work, or going somewhere. That way you don't have to worry about burning up your data or running out of service. You kind of get it all in there where you just have comics all the time. You know, instead of taking a book with you on the train, download it, take it with you, read it, and take off the download and just kind of start over the next day when you're done. But also all the little details, like I mentioned earlier, terms and conditions apply, auto renewal, all that stuff, tax where applicable. Make sure I get all of that stuff included in here when I'm mentioning this. All right, so it looks like DC has planned on doing some updates to the app between the time of starting this project and now. So starting on Wednesday, the 26th, there will be an ultra tier monthly option available for only $12.99 a month. Also, they asked me to let you know that the DC Comics Absolute line that we mentioned earlier will be available in the DC Go feature as well. So there's a lot of cool new options happening. So let's get back to the video. So what exactly do I think about the app? Being a paper comic person, I'm a Wednesday warrior. I have a pull list at my LCS, and in no way does this app fully replace that for me. It can for numerous people and probably does for countless people, but for me, I need both. I definitely have to have both. In my opinion, I get my weekly books, and then I go back and I get like an idea that I want to read an old story, an anniversary happens, a milestone event happens at DC, or most recently with Aquaman #1, there were editor notes referencing comics that is the story is being pulled from for this brand new Aquaman. So I just went straight to my phone, opened the app, went straight to those stories, and got those editor notes references. So the app works as a tool when I'm even reading my paper comics. I heavily recommend people trying this out. Again, there's a free tier, the trial tier era stuff if you haven't done that already, but it really is a fun app. I really do suggest it to everybody, and I hope you leave some comments down below letting me know what you think of the app if you have it, and if you don't have it, what's stopping you from downloading it. Again, big shout out and thank you to DC for reaching out, asking me to make this video. So they're looking for feedback in the comments below. So help them out. Let them know what you would like to see the app do differently or what you're enjoying most about the app, and we'll see what happens. I appreciate everybody watching the video. Be sure to like and subscribe. And until next time, as always, I'm Mark, but we are Legion.